After all the rain the other day, we tried parking so the van wasn't sitting in the mud. As it turns out, I ended up with a huge mud hole there, and then there's mud all over. But you know who was in such a big damn hurry to get out of the van? She jumped right down in the middle of the mud puddle and dragged the other leash with her. So now I got a muddy leash plus this one. I should have parked over here. Oh well. Dogs are scientifically designed to only hold so much dirt. Nothing spectacular down here on the Sawmill Creek. I gotta go to the grocery store after we leave here. The water levels are a little higher after all that rain we had. It's running pretty good. But today is a test of my long tongue, very good hiking shoes. I decided I'd buy some regular tennis shoes to wear when we're walking on these asphalt paths. And not wear out my big fancy boots. So, it's another day of walking at the creek. Okay, enough of this. And you can see after all the rain, the swamp pretty much filled up. And the creek is filled up. You can't see that it's moving here, only when it gets in the shallower spots. I will say one thing, for not having only one car down there, I've already passed 6 people and 2 dogs. I don't know where, they must be walking through, going somewhere else. A couple of them people smell like a brewery. Well, there's a lot more trash down in the creek. It all got washed down during the rain. Man, the storm we had the other day, first storm of 2018. I mean, this is the second day after the storm, and this water level's still up pretty high. It's draining everywhere. Why is it that a dog on a leash will go everywhere until you're trying to do something, and then they'll walk right in front of you? There comes a guy on a bicycle back. I don't know, Ruby's found something interesting. Something got her nose going. So here comes the bicycle guy. We'll choke up on the leash, so you know who doesn't get run over. It's downright chilly out this morning. I think it's still only about 36, 37 degrees. I was going to wait until 11 a.m. because it was supposed to be up about 10 degrees warmer, but you can see all the water that's still drained down into the creek, but that'll drain slower because it has to get off down in these little drainage things that feed into this thing. Let's see, if I remember correctly, right down here on this point is where we kept seeing that blue heron. I'll see if I can. It may be too cold for these birds today. They'll be hiding somewhere, sitting in the sun. I did cross over one day and walk down that side. There's a lady that came down here, 2 big old yellow labs. She parks her truck on that side down by the bridge. Then she can let her dogs run loose down there, and she throws stuff down in the water for them. They run all the way down that bank and back up to the flat spot. Well, that's where the heron was, but I think it's a little too cold. My hand is freezing. You can see where the water's coming in off of that. It's not really that much deeper, but it's a lot wider. 'Cause down here, under normal conditions, I could actually cross there with the rocks that are underneath it, but they're all underwater right now. You can hear the water running, coming down. That's probably coming down off the road, draining off the road. This thing goes all the way down to the Edisto River. And then out to the Atlantic Ocean. Wonder if I'd take a piece of paper and make a little boat, if it would make it all the way down there, or if it would get hung up somewhere along the way. I've looked for a place to park up here, but you follow that road up where that car's coming out. That's a private school, Catholic school, I think. You have to park on their grounds in order to walk down here. Oh well, enough filming. Them electric bikes like Aja and Pandemonium has. You get a little horn on it. Almost sounds, I don't know what has got her attention, but she is just flat not wanting to walk. She keeps wanting to go down there, but I don't see anything down there. Usually it's an animal that gets her attention. Well, my very good hiking shoes are actually quite comfortable for only having worn them for 2 days. I don't like the shoestrings that are on them. They seem to come untied real easy. They use these synthetic strings. See, she keeps stopping. I don't understand. There's nothing here. There's nothing over there. You would think she saw an animal or a critter of some kind. Come on, dog. I thought that guy might turn around and come back. I guess not. He was cooking right along. And he wasn't doing any pedaling. I didn't pay any attention because I was watching Ruby. Because she was way out on the leash when he came flying by. Oh, there goes the train. And that's the train that goes by my house about 7 times a day. The guy that does it at night. Hear the siren, the horn. He's getting ready to go through the middle of downtown Somerville. He's got to block off Highway 17A so he can get through it. But there's probably 5 or 6 railroad crossings down to where it gets down past my house. And at night, sometimes about the 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whatever it is, the guy just starts in on the horn in Somerville and does it all the way down past Ladson Road. Well, I see Ruby's little deposit there that we left on the way up. So I'm gonna have to put the camera away because I get to carry dog poop back to the trash can. Okay, there it is, Ruby's contribution to the park, and I'm gonna put it away. Oh, the damn thing's broken. Okay, all the mud getting flung off the tires, dropping down the road. Now we're off to the grocery store. So, traffic. Let's go around this guy. Driving down the road, if it's as bad as those other little GoPro knockoffs. This is Lincolnville Road. In the summertime, this is a nice place to ride your bike because this road's usually about 10 degrees cooler than everywhere else. Except they're building and building and building. This used to be all woodsy and stuff through here, except for these few houses on the right. Now they've got two major subdivisions going in and a third one that was built a while back. Probably one of the reasons my house never goes up in value. Nobody wants to buy a $110,000 house when for a few dollars a month more they can come buy a $200,000 house in a brand new neighborhood. Turn signal. Oh, there, finally turned them on. A recycle truck for the, oh, that's a trash truck. That's where I would turn to go to my house. But we're going to keep on going up this way to the grocery store. Okay, you've seen enough of Lincolnville Road. From our walk, went to the grocery store. You know who? Full of slobber and drool. Here's Logan. Been trying for weeks to make friends with Logan. We're making progress. Logan, let's see if he'll let me pet his head. There you go. There you go. Yeah, what a good dog. What a good dog. There. You're gonna have a dog cookie. That's a good boy. Been left outside since he was a little puppy, and he's scared of his own shadow. Well, that one's happy now. There's Trevor with his muddy paws. Man, there was a lot of mud. I thought I skipped most of the big mud holes. but I guess I didn't. The tires sunk down 2 inches into the mud, and all of it stuck to the tire and came off when I took off out of there. Okay, enough videoing for today. Somebody got a fire going. That's what I should do. Still cold out here. I could burn that big pile of crap that needs to be burnt. It's too windy. Okay, everybody on YouTube, all 2 of my subscribers, I have 2 now. My mama subscribed, I think. Listen to the birdies. Somebody's fussing about something. I don't know if you know it, but everything in this country, part of the country, is in bloom right now, and that disturbs me. Although it's quite pretty, it's wisteria, and it's poisonous to dogs, and it'll choke them damn elms out. Red tip elms, or whatever they're called. I gotta see if I can get down in there and find out where that vine's at and cut it off at the bottom. I used to have, when I had all the trees in the backyard, from there all the way there was one big purple curtain of that stuff. And Tasha at one time got a hold of a stick of it, and she ended up at the emergency vets. Here comes our train again. It's blowing the horn at every crossing. And that's a big old pine tree. There you go, Kevin. That's a ponderosa pine. That's bigger than mine. You could probably build a small house out of the lumber that would come out of that thing. That's a monster-sized tree. Mine's not too shabby. Mine doesn't go straight up. Mine branches off into... Okay. Enough filming. I've said that before.